I am coming this week in the Healing Maternal Trauma series as a video. The video is about dragons. You may or may not know, but this particular event and any event I present, whether it's a class, healing, one-on-ones, is all done in the container called the Sacred Ground Collective Community. And there is a lot of activity going on within that community, a lot of conversations and circles. You might be running up and bumping into some of those individuals if you have joined us or do join us in calls online. What has appeared in the last, I would say, 10 days is the awareness that dragons are coming forward in various ways. And the question is why? That's a good question. What did I know about the dragons? Well, I have a Celtic background, Celtic American, and dragons are part of the lore. I don't know a great deal about that, but a little bit. The other thing I know is that in 97, the first time that Mother Gaia spoke to me and we had conversation, she indicated that her cohorts, if you will, were golden dragons. And I have used her and the golden dragons in many of my healing sessions, teaching sessions, because I deal a great deal with women. So golden dragons has been a common, knowledgeable asset partner with my work and Mother Gaia. But beyond that, I had not explored. So I suggested that we do that. Today, I took the opportunity to follow my own directive to my classes to look up, what does Google say about dragons? Let's start with Google. Google started me on a track that absolutely surprised me. Shouldn't have, I guess, but it did. They're often shown as having their beginnings as huge snakes. Huge snakes. And that took me immediately to the Garden of Eden story, where Sophia, the teacher of wisdom, the one to activate the mission for a soul in a female body, to discern what is good for the family and community, what is not good, and will destroy the family and community, to know the difference, and to have the energies that would destroy removed. She had the authority to do that. And in the Garden of Eden myth, she is represented as evil, as a snake to be crushed, even crushed by women. So when I thought, well, my word, of course, I had not remembered the connection of dragons to this. They're highly intelligent, supposedly. They're associated with water, with rain, emotions, the very power of women, their emotional center to be able to discern frequencies at very subtle levels. And then because we don't know what to do with them anymore, we have been taught to crush or discount those messages. We have been called emotional creatures, too emotional. Get out of your emotions. Crushing the snake. They came as seen as early as the ancient Greeks. They're sometimes portrayed as protective and sometimes portrayed as dangerous. Of course, we are here, females, to protect, but those who we would be eliminating see us as dangerous. The Christians made the dragons symbols of Satan. Another indication to me that represents the power of females to protect our world, to design and protect our world from that which is power over, domination agenda, destroyers of life, which is evil. Well, that was enough for me. Now I'm going to talk to the dragon community and say, what are you about? I said to them this morning, it looks to me like you represent Sophia and the mission that souls in female bodies have to identify evil and get rid of it. And they said, that's correct. So I said, why are you showing up at this time? And they said, it should be fairly obvious. Women are awakening. They're discovering their voice. They are standing up. And in the current culture, they will be crushed if they don't remember that their power center of authority voice to remove evil is there. We are here to work with them in removing all energies that would destroy humanity, that has been destroying humanity. Knowing that evil is here, knowing that danger is here, is not enough. We've known that for a long time. But we have been hiding, playing small, doing a lot of survival things, but it hasn't eliminated that energy of domination over. So the dragons said, we are here to work with, to co-partner with souls in female bodies who feel the urgency to clear domination, power over now. We exist in the fifth world. And for those who know the galactic history, there are 8 worlds beyond Earth. So it isn't dimensions I'm speaking of worlds. We exist in the fifth world, and we appear in the language of imagination. That is our communication system into those on the earth plane. It is secured. We wish to work and speak to as many as will hear us, and we have one message. We are here to work with women who are claiming the restoration of their authority to clear all that is evil that will destroy humanity. So I felt like I needed to say that to you. And then, in connection with that, I've been in another group, and a group of very aware women, and were having a chat about the vibrations of the vaccine for COVID. Now, most of us who are aware, are in conversation with each other and with self and with higher power. What is the vaccine, and should I take it? And my response has been, who's in charge of the vibrational codes that enter your body? Who is in charge of the vibrational codes that are in the world around you? In my world, I am in charge. And I decree the value of the codes and the elimination of codes that aren't valuable. So taking the vaccine, not taking the vaccine is not the question here for me. The question is, who is the master of energy? And if we are always in fearful conversations about what will harm us, we miss the point. Of course, things will harm us. Have things been created that it will harm us? Of course they have, for generations and eons of time. When we know that, then we neutralize the codes and we replace codes with that which is beneficial. And it reminded me of the story reported of a time when the Beatles offered their guru some psychedelics. I don't know which psychedelics or even which guru, and he didn't bother to Google. The guru took the psychedelics and reported no impact, which surprised the Beatles. Question is, who was in charge of his energy fields? Are outsider forces or outside forces of any kind in charge of the energy in your world or our world? Then we've missed the boat. Who understands and works as a master of energy determines the outcome. Nikola Tesla said it this way: if you want to understand the universe, you must understand energy, vibrations, and frequencies. So if you suspect dangerous vibrational forms, and they are numerous in our world, step into a mastership role to neutralize, have them removed. Therefore, we cleanse and remove, which has been our job all along as souls in female bodies. Otherwise, those vibrations will just continue. You avoid them, they won't go away. They will take over the world more than they have right now. So that's my information to you this morning. You are a soul in a female body for a reason. If you don't understand how to be a master of energy, reach out and ask, learn, get your tools in order. It's not about fight, and it's not about hiding, and it's not about arguing with others. stepped into a role of mastership. Blessings. I love you guys.